Cell address or cell reference in Excel is very important. It is basic, but it's very important. It's important because Excel is all about rows, columns, and cells. On the top of the screen, we have the columns. On the left side of the screen, we have the rows. And at intersection of the columns or rows, we have cells. In Excel, we have two types of referencing style. The first one is a default one. So it's just started by a character, which is the column name, and then the row number. Here, for example, it's a D15. So D15 should be this one, for example. And the other one is another type. It's basically the same as that one, but instead of saying D15, it says row 15, column 4. So row 15, here is a number, so it's easily we can find, and the column 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, column 4. In Excel, if we want to select a cell or range of cell, it's very easy. You can just, if you want to select a cell, just click. Very easy. And if you want to select a range, for example, the range starts from here and just end here. So if I want, just drag, and that's it. So this is this called range selection, and this is single selection. But this is not only like this. For example, I can say that I want to see Z25, cell Z25. Here I can come and type Z25 and then enter. And if I want to come back again to A1, here again, A1. So we have two types of selection, single selection, range selection. And for the single selection and both, single selection and range selection, both, we can type it here and then the rest. For example, if I want also to have I12 till, sorry, I need to change my keyboard. Then T20 here. I just wrote it on the top and then I have it selected. So another thing about the referencing type is that we have three different referencing type in Excel. Relative, everything here is right now is relative. If you include $sign to the cell address, it becomes mix or absolute. Before jumping to that one, how can I see my cell address? So if I click on this cell, it's a G18. And also, so I can see that here it's a G, it's a highlighted, 18 is highlighted, so this one is G18. And also here I can see it's a G18. So come back to referencing type, relative, everything here right now is relative, and if we include $sign to it, it becomes mix or absolute. If we have $sign behind of the character or the number, then it's mix. But if we have $sign before that character and the number, then it becomes absolute. So what does that mean? What does the $sign mean? The $sign means that part, the thing that is after the $sign, is going to be fixed. So for example, here we don't have any $sign. So B is not fixed, 12 is not fixed. So both of them can change. But here we have $sign before 12. So then 12 is after $sign. So we can say that B can change, but 12 is always fixed. How can I show that one? Like this. 12 is always fixed, so all the row is referring to 12. But the columns could be A, B, C, D to the end. This one, B is fixed and 12 can change. So if I want to show it like this, then B is always this. If I select the column B, the whole column B, then it's B and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the end. So this means that row is fixed, column can change. This means column is fixed, row can change. But this one, this is referring to a cell. This means that column cannot change, row cannot change. So both of them are fixed. So this one is exactly referring to this one. Let's go and see an example, some basic example, and then we can jump to some real job example related to cell addressing. Right here, I want to just say, want to create a multiplication table. Okay, here I want to multiply 5 times 1, 5 times 2, 5 times 3, 5 times 4 to the rest. The same also here, but here I want to make a 10 times 10 multiplication table. So if I want to start to here, if I want to start from here, then I will start with a equal sign. Why equal sign? I will explain it more in next video, but just now please accept it from me that every formula in Excel should start from sign. Equal sign. So equal sign 5 times 1. Enter. Perfect. We got the answer. But the point is that should I do it one more time for the next one, and one more time for the third times, and one more time, and one more time? So what is the difference between the Excel and calculator then? So in Excel, we say that we write the formula one time, and then we copy it for the rest, and it should work. So if I copy, absolutely there is something wrong in here, because 5 times 10 is 50, not this one. Let's see what is the problem of that. This one, we have red, blue, everything is fine. Here, we have red, blue, but this time, the blue one is not referring to this one. I mean, the B3 is referring to C3. So, which means that the blue one, I mean this one, B3, just jumped one cell to the right, and then it becomes C3. And if I go back, for example, if I want to check this one, then it's E3. For the red one, is okay to move. I like it to move. It's perfect for me. But for this one, no, I want this blue cell always refer to B3. Okay? So if I go back here, just click here. I want this blue cell always refer to B3. So in a row, I mean in this row, number 3 is always fixed. So it's always number 3. The problem that is making for me is that B is changing to C, and then to D, and then to E, and to the rest. Okay? So what should I do here is that I need to add $1 before B to fix it. Enter, and then copy. It works now. Why? Let's check. So because B is fixed, and number 3, row 3 is already fixed because we are working on a one row, so it should be fixed. Here, B3 is always referring to here because B is fixed and it cannot move. I mean, the blue cell cannot move to C1 or D1 or E1 or the rest. Let's write it for here. Again, equal sign, 5 times 1. Enter. And then copy for the rest. For sure, we will get some wrong answer, but we can check. Okay, for example, here we have the red one. Red one is working. It should change. It's okay. But the blue one, we are always wanted the blue one to refer to C5, not C6, not C7, not C8. If I go and check this one, it's referring to C12. I don't want it. I want this one refer to C5. So here, in column C, the thing is that changing is rows. The column, it's okay. The column C is already fixed, but the thing is that it's changing is rows. So I need to make this 5 fixed, static. So just need to put $sign before 5 and then enter. And then I can copy it for the rest. And we got the answer. So if we come here and just want to do the same thing that we did here and here, and just get the answer for these 10 times 10 multiplication table. Sorry for that. It's very easy. Equal this one multiply this one and then enter. Then absolutely we got some wrong answer because we didn't fix some rows and columns. Let's fix them. Okay. Okay, we can fix first for the rows and then for the columns. If I come here, okay, 1 multiply 1 times 1, it's okay. If I go here, 120 times 6. I don't want it. So I want this blue cell always refer to this one. So what should be fixed here? For sure column. Why? Because this is the blue line that goes to the right. Okay? So what is changing here? Row is fixed, but the thing that is changing is the column. So I need to fix the column. So just say to it, don't move. Okay? So the thing that I need to do, come here. This is the blue one. Okay? Before E, just press F4 key on my keyboard. This is the absolute one. I don't want it. It's okay, but I mean not in this one, but before it was okay if we wanted to have absolute one, but here I need it only before E, and then I can only copy it. So let's fix it for, let's do it for the columns, I mean these ones. So again, we got the wrong answer, but we can fix it. It's better to delete from here because I want to see. So what happened to 6? 3 times 2, but 3, we wanted to see 3 times 1. So this is a problem here. Okay, I want the red cell always refer to this one and not coming down. So how can I prevent that? How can I say to red cell, stop and don't move, don't come down? By fixing the 5. Yes, exactly. Enter. Okay, I should change it here. Then it should work for everything. Yes, perfect. So basically we can say that in relative referencing type, if you change the cell, the both row and column change. Like, for example, I'm here, it's F18, then I go there, it's M18, or here it's a Q4. So everything that we wrote at the beginning, if I just delete this one and write it again, 1 times 1, and then copy, paste it for everything. So we can see that here I changed the cell, I copied the formula to the other cell, and because it was a relative, row and then columns, because it was a relative referencing, so row and columns just changed. Okay, then how I fix this, I just create 2 referencing type. So I put dollar at the end of this one, at the beginning of the formula, and also dollar before the 5 on the red cell, and then we fix it. So mix, it means that if we change the cell or if we copy the formula to the other cells or something like this, then the part that has $sign before it will be fixed, not changing, but the other part will change. So here, for example, 12 is fixed, B is not changing. And here, B is fixed, 12 is not changing. And here it's absolute. It doesn't matter what you do, it always refers to the same cell. It always refers to B12. So for example, here, if I just said that, for example, $Q, $3, then it's always referred to that one. Okay, let's go and see some real example. For example, here, I want to I don't know, maybe I want to calculate the salary after tax, and the tax is, let's say it's 8%. And for example, I want to also calculate the birth date of these employees that I have. And for example, he or she is already 48 years old, and I want to see when he did it born. So for example, to this year it's 2020. 2022. Okay, 2022. So we can easily calculate it. Okay, it's like this cell, but I want it always referred to this one. We can see what will happen if we don't make it absolute. Okay, this guy born on 1974. If I just scroll it down and copy it for the next cells, then I can see that, okay, for example, this one is minus, 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 minus. Why? Because it is going to do the deduction from the blue cell to, blue cell minus red cell. So then this is a problem for me. So for example, also this one, blue cell, which is empty, minus red cell. So how can I fix this one? Just come here, make it absolute. So it's always referred to that one, and then copy it for the rest. And for the copying to the down, I don't need to just drag it to the end. I just need to come here. And we can see this little green square here, and just double click. And then it goes to the down. We can easily jump to the down and then to the top. And let's come here and just calculate the salary after tax. First we need to calculate the tax. So here, salary multiple by 8%. Okay, and then 8% should be absolute. Then I know that, for example, this guy needs to pay 4,000 tax, almost 4,000 tax. But how much is the salary after tax? Is like this. Salary, I can click salary minus parentheses and then enter. So, okay, this guy is going to pay 4,200 for tax almost, and then the salary, his salary or her salary, is going to be 48,000 after tax.